Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have to talk about the brand new Holiday Winter Edition Clawdeen doll and some more Skullector news. So let's get into it. Let's start off with Clawdeen. There's a description here that reads, "May your holidays be scary and bright. This Monster High doll celebrates the season with a ferociously festive look fit for a winter ball. 'Tis the season for spooktacular soirees, and Clawdeen Wolf doll is the night's lunar queen with a golden phase of the moon crown topping her tumble of purple and blue curls. She reigns over the winter solstice festivities in her satiny floor-length gown. Its spiderweb details will glimmer in the candlelight while the tulle hem swooshes dramatically on the dance floor. Clawdeen Wolf's doll faux fur boa keeps her cozy as snowflakes fall outside, and her caged crystal-inspired heels are perfect for dancing with the ghouls. A moon belt, bow-themed jewelry, and stunning eye makeup paired with shimmery golden lips complete her hauntingly chic attire. Monster High wishes you a creeperific holiday season and happy new year." So there you go. The release date is September 1st of this year. Retail price is $45 US, and that's it. She's this year's holiday edition, winter edition doll. So that was last year that we got Draculaura. Oh wow, the time really flies. So that was last year, I guess, that we got Draculaura, and this year it's Clawdeen. So really fun. I love how the box is the exact same design as Draculaura's, but it's just a little bit more, Clawdeen centric, has some more Clawdeen details with her skelette, some more bows and moons instead of, cobwebs and like Draculaura's vampire signs. So it's really fun how they always obviously match every character with the box, and so the doll here looks really good in the box. She comes with a fur boa stand that is actually kind of like a it just kind of sits. The doll kind of just sits in the stand. It doesn't actually has a waist clasp, so that's different. And then nothing else, really, just the boa stand. The crown is removable, but she doesn't come with anything else. She's a pretty straightforward doll. So I'm gonna say what we're all thinking. Wow, she does not look like a $45 doll. She doesn't look the price. She doesn't look the way I think we all thought she would. We knew the description had leaked. There was a really blurry leaked picture that came out a while ago. I don't know. She's not giving what Draculaura gave, and even then she wasn't oh yes, spectacular design. No, she was, Draculaura's holiday doll was cute, it was serviceable, but now with Clawdeen, they're definitely not even really trying that much anymore, because they probably thought, okay, Clawdeen's holiday doll, what do we do? Someone probably said purple curly hair, gold accents, mermaid gown, and then a tacky, spiderweb print on the gown, and of course a fur boa, because of course, why not? So the design is so predictable. It's it hurts. I don't know, is it just me? It really feels like this design is the most predictable design you could have imagined for a Clawdeen winter themed doll, and even then it's not the best design, and it's not even the best executed. It's the most predictable thing you could have thought of, but even then it's not the best way that they could have done it. So if you're gonna do something simple, at least do it very well. But here you can tell, it's just, she doesn't feel like $45. She kind of feels playline. She feels more playline than Draculaura did. At least Draculaura had multiple pieces. With Clawdeen, she's just wearing a one-piece gown that has one print, one belt, a necklace, a little bracelet, a fur boa, a crown, and that's it. I don't even think she has earrings on. So of course we also have her shoes, but we haven't even really seen a good look at her shoes. But I think they're, from what we've seen from this faraway picture, just kind of her shoes peeking through her dress, they look fun, they look cute, but there's no painted details. They're just they're probably just a new mold of a shoe, and that's it. So I think this doll, she could have been just so much more. You know what I mean? That's that's the thing. I feel like Mattel is just really not trying hard. They're just doing the bare minimum, if even. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you can tell. That's the thing. And I don't think it's a designer's fault. I think there's, you know, executives who kind of give what they want to, they already give bullet points probably to the designers of what they want to see with a doll design, and then the designers just kind of like have to try their best with also the budget given to kind of like do the best with the doll that they can to make it look good. Because I don't think like the designers are at fault here really for the price or for the way the doll looks, the cheapness of it, the creativity of it. I think that's really more like just the higher ups kind of like trying to play it safe, which, you know, sucks because like Clawdeen, purple hair, purple mermaid gown, gold accents, you know, for a boa, like come on, like it is really predictable. It is just so to be expected, and like I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Like if it's predictable, it's safe, it's consumer friendly, there's no risk, right? They're not taking any risk. But at the same time, because of that, and with all these new releases that are also not cheap, I mean $45 for a doll like this that comes with nothing else, just a stand, I mean come on, it kind of speaks for itself. There's just too many releases happening. The high price point does not help. And then to, you know, round it all off, the doll itself, 9 out of 10 does not actually match the price or quality that we're expected to see, you know. At least with Draculaura, you know, she had like the big you know, cape thingy, like coat that she wore that you could like mix and match with the belt, and the dress underneath was separate, and then of course the separate gloves and the shoes, and then she had the crown on, and like I feel like there was just a little bit more action with Draculaura, and then with Clawdeen it just feels a little bit more safe. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, but at least if you're gonna do it safe, then at least do it very well. You know, like give us a very good design, and of course then it's okay to play it safe, because then at least it kind of like compensates for the safe aspect with the well executed design. But here there's neither, so it's just kind of hard to justify the price point for a doll that looks playline. And even then, is she really giving anything more than like a G3 doll, like a core doll, like, or like a G, you know, like it's just hard to kind of like weigh the pros and cons, because I think she had potential. I think some aspects to her, like the fur boa, the dress, like it could have been done better, but the mermaid silhouette just is so overused. The print, you know, and then the lack of accessories, the price point just really doesn't help at all, unfortunately. The thing is, she's also like not hideous. She's pretty, but honestly she kind of gives me like iridescent vibes, Clawdeen, with all the purple hair, all the purple, you know, color theming. Yeah, definitely kind of like giving me flashbacks to iridescent Clawdeen, and probably like some other Clawdeen dolls that have had a very similar color theme story. But anyways, I think she's pretty, just definitely not worth that price point. Oh my gosh, and if they give her poly hair, that's game over. But anyways, moving on, we have some Skullector news thanks to @CleosNile here, who shared a screenshot of Rebecca Love 13's Instagram story, where they replied to someone else asking the question of when is the next Skullector release happening, and then Rebecca replied with soon. So probably still this year we're gonna get one more release, probably, at least. I don't think they're gonna do two more. I think just one is probably like very guaranteed. But who is it gonna be? I mean, last time we got Annabelle, which obviously I was not able to talk about her in a video because in that time I was not able to make videos, but here I am. Let's talk about Annabelle now, since it kind of makes sense. So Annabelle was the last doll to release. She was cheaper at 60 something, right? Mattel Creations, as always, she sold out pretty quick. And I honestly thought she was pretty cute. Like I would have gotten her if I could have, you know, if I had been paid yet. But I think the box is a very well designed box with like the chair, the reference to the movie with the warning sign. It's just very cool. It's a very well designed package. I like the reusability of it, the displayability of it, even though next to the other Skullector boxes, it does kind of stand out, unfortunately. So, but I think as a standalone, you know, box doll, she looks amazing. Like, I think, is she worth the price? I still don't think so. She's still expensive, especially for international fans who have to pay $30 shipping. But I think she would have been a little bit more worth it. Like, I was tempted to get her, honestly, but I had to realize that, well, okay, what is my priority? You know, like, is she really worth it? That price point really just is not helping. So, but I think design wise, she does capture Annabelle's dress, the aesthetic, and she's pretty. Like, I think she's definitely like one of the more well executed Skullector dolls that we've seen so far. Now, for the next one that they're doing, who could it be? People are saying Carrie. Could it be Carrie? I think that would make a lot of sense, since so far they have kind of followed a you know, like a kind of like a predictable path of like who they would pick: Elvira, Chucky, Pennywise, you know, Annabelle. So I think next, doing Carrie just kind of makes sense. She's also part of like that lineup of iconic horror movies. So if not Carrie, then who else? I guess like Wednesday Addams would be amazing, but I don't know if they can do that. And then maybe like Nightmare Before Christmas, that would also be amazing. But I don't know how they would do that with like the licensing ship for Disney and stuff, or Corpse Bride or Coraline. Like, those are a couple of a lot of ideas, you know, suggestions that people have and keep bringing up that they want to see made into a Skullector doll. So let's see who is next. But I definitely think Annabelle was a pretty good release. Like, not the price point, but like design wise, yes, she's pretty cute. Who would be your top pick for a Skullector release? Let me know down below. But that was the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and become a member today so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way daily and keeping you up to date with all the royalty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope till next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.